Planning, Evaluation, Accreditation and Coordination Council, dear Consul General in Famagusta, and dear Undersecretary of the Embassy of the Republic of Turkey in Nicosia, dear respected Director, respected TRNC Minister of Foreign Affairs, Director of Relations with the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, respected Chairperson of the Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission, dear FCAF Administrative of Northern Cyprus, dear Vice Rectors, dear General Secretary, and dear Deans, distinguished academicians, respected colleagues, and dear participants. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to the International Conference on the Right to Education hosted at Eastern Mediterranean University. Eastern Mediterranean University hosting this conference is an international institution with around 16,000 students from 110 countries and over 1,100 faculty members from 35 countries. Today's conference focuses on the right to the education, a fundamental human right, clearly stated in Article 26 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This right is essential for human dignity, equality, and the development of the individuals and societies. At the international level, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, through its dependent Permanent Human Rights Commission, plays a key role in promoting inclusive and equitable access to education, especially for vulnerable groups. It also highlights the importance of education in fostering tolerance, social cohesion, and sustainable development. This conference offers a multidisciplinary platform where different perspectives come together to better understand both the theoretical and practical aspects of the right to education. By bringing together experts from various fields, it aims to create meaningful dialogue and develop solutions to the challenges in assessing education. Dear guests, please all rise for observation of silence in memory of our national leader, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, our late leaders, Dr. Fazıl Küçük and Rauf Denktaş, in memory of our martyrs and deceased educators, and the Turkish national anthem will follow. Dear guests, now I would like to invite Associate Professor Dr. Arzu Alibaba, Acting Dean of the Faculty of Law, to the stage for her opening address.
Dear Ombudsman, dearest Chairperson of the Higher Education Planning, Evaluation, Accreditation and Coordination Council, dear Deputy Chief of Mission at the Turkish Embassy in Lefkoşa and Consul General in Gazi Mausa, dear respected Rector, respected TRNC Ministry of Foreign Affairs General Director and Director of the Relations with the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, respected Chairperson of Independent Permanent Commission of Human Rights of the OIC and Vice Chairperson, dear Vice Rectors, and distinguished academicians, colleagues, and my dear students. It is my distinct honor as Acting Dean of the Faculty of Law to welcome you all to the International Conference on the Right to Education, which is organized in the context of Turkey's chairmanship of 51st session of the Council of Foreign Ministers of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and with participation of the OIC, Independent Permanent Commission of Human Rights. We are privileged to host such distinguished guests whose presence underscores the importance of this gathering. I wish to acknowledge with deep appreciation to the moderators and speakers of the conference. Education, ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, is a fundamental right essential to human dignity and the advancement of societies. Yet, as the ahead sessions will remind us, this right continues to face challenges in many contexts, from questions of access, equality, and the impact of technology and global mobility. Our conference aims not only to discuss the right to education in the abstract, but to conclude with the presentation of concrete, proposed solutions to the barriers currently preventing millions from accessing their right to education. I would like to extend my gratitude to Deputy Chief of Mission at the Turkish Embassy in Lefkoşa, Mr. Doğan Güneş, and TRNC Ministry of Foreign Affairs Director of Relations with OIC, Ms. Ayşen Volkan İnanıroğlu, for their tremendous contributions to the organization of the conference. I would like to extend my gratitude to our rector for his valuable support, and also to Professor Biran Mertan, who kindly agreed to help us with the French translation on behalf of the Turkish Cypriot Cultural Association. And to the Faculty of Law, administrative staff, research assistants, students, and to the Institutional Communication and Media Relations Unit for their dedication efforts. On behalf of the Faculty of Law, ladies and gentlemen, I extend my warmest welcome and wish you fruitful discussions and meaningful outcomes. Thank you.
Dear guests, now I would like to invite Ayşen İnanıroğlu, Director of Relations with Organization of Islamic Cooperation at the TRNC Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Honorable Ombudsman, Chair of the OIC Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission, Director General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, President of YODAC, and Director General of EVGAF Administration, Vice Chair of the IPHRC, dear consulars of the Turkish Embassy, esteemed Rector of Eastern Mediterranean University, dear academicians, students, and distinguished guests and member of press. It is a great honor and privilege to be with you for this important international conference organized in cooperation with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, hosted by Eastern Mediterranean University in collaboration with the OIC Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission and Embassy of the Republic of Turkey in Lefkoşa on the right to education. As a proud graduate of this university, it is also a pleasure to address you here today. I would like to extend to you my heartfelt greetings and sincere appreciation for your presence on behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. Your participation today underscores our shared conviction that regional cooperation is vital for enhancing connectivity and advancing the right to education across the Islamic world. Welcome to you all. Education is not only a fundamental human right, but also the cornerstone of sustainable development, social cohesion, and human dignity. It empowers individuals, strengthens societies, and builds bridges across cultures. Today's discussions are therefore not only timely but essential. The Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus attaches great importance to the promotion and protection of human rights. Within this framework, we regard to education as a priority area, one that must be inclusive, equitable, and accessible to all without discrimination. We firmly believe that investing in education is investing in peace, stability, and the future of our societies. Right to education is a fundamental pillar of human rights, which is particularly upheld in Article 59 of the TRNC Constitution. The article provides that no one shall be deprived of the right to education and learning, and every child, without discrimination between girls and boys, has the right to compulsory education until the age of 15 and to free education until the age of 18. Unfortunately, our people, including our youth, athletes, artists, and scholars, continue to face unjust restrictions that prevent them from participating freely in international sports competitions, cultural events, academic conferences, and other global platforms. This is not merely a political matter, but a human rights issue, which is both unjust and unacceptable. Greater inclusion of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus in organization of Islamic cooperation mechanisms is therefore not only an expression of solidarity, but a necessity for justice. Despite decades of inhuman isolation and unjust embargoes, the Turkish Cypriot people remain committed to their rightful cause. We continue to advocate for a realistic agreement on the island based on sovereign equality and equal international status, which are the inherent rights of the Turkish Cypriot people as the co-owner of the island of Cyprus. The reality is that there are two sovereign equal states which must be acknowledged by the international community, as this constitutes the only viable and just basis for a stable and sustainable future for our island and our region. In our engagement with the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, we remain committed to supporting collective efforts aimed at enhancing human rights standards, sharing best practices, and fostering cooperation among member states and observers. The work of the IPHRC in guiding and strengthening these efforts is highly valuable, and we deeply appreciate its role. Before concluding, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to the OIC Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission for their continued commitment to advancing human rights across the Islamic world, the Embassy of the Republic of Turkey in Lefkoşa for cooperation, and the Eastern Mediterranean University, especially to the Dean of the Faculty of Law, Ms. Arzu Alibaba, for graciously hosting this meaningful gathering, and all the partners whose valuable contributions have made the organization of this conference in the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus possible. I am confident that this conference will provide a productive platform for meaningful dialogue, exchange of experiences, and the development of practical recommendations that will contribute to advancing the right to education across our regions. Allow me once again to welcome you all and to wish you a successful and fruitful conference. Thank you.
Dear guests, next, please join me in welcoming Dr. Saidu Dogon Goida, Chairperson of the Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission.
Merci. Madame, excusez-moi. Madame les professeurs associés, Dr Arza Ali Baba, doyen par intérim de la faculté de droit de l'Université de la Méditerranée orientale. Son Excellence Madame l'ambassadrice Ajen Walka, excusez-moi, la prononciation n'est pas garantie, directrice des questions de l'Organisation de la coopération islamique. Son Excellence Dr Ali Achib, vice-président de la Commission permanente indépendante des droits de l'homme de l'UCI. Son Excellence Professeur Dr Hassan, qui est directeur de l'Université de la Méditerranée orientale. C'est un immense honneur pour l'institution que je représente et à mon nom personnel de prendre la parole à l'occasion de l'ouverture de cette conférence internationale dédiée à un droit fondamental irréversible qui est le droit à l'éducation. Bon, je crois que pour faciliter, I have a little version in English, so maybe my English is not good, but I think it is better to read it in English. C'est bon, madame, je veux. Comme on n'a pas assez de temps, vous voulez?
Cooperation Affairs, His Excellency Professor Dr. Hasan Kılıç, Rector of the EMU, His Excellency Professor Dr. Aykut Hoca'nın, President of the Higher Education Planning, Evaluation, Accreditation and the Coordination Council.
Voilà. We are gathered here to discuss a fundamental and inalienable human rights, namely the right to education, in a spirit of constructive dialogue, cooperation, and promotion of the principles and the values of Islam. Dear participants, Islam, like science, regards education both as a channel for transmission knowledge and the driving force behind a national development. Without education, there can't be no gaining progress, and without progress, there can be no social justice. No one should be deprived of the right to education. Dear participants, this conference therefore offers us the opportunity to share our experience, our research, and our commitment in favor of a fair and inclusive right to education. I hope that this working session will lay the foundation for a unified right to education within the OIC countries. May the conclusion of our discussion inspire public policies, prove substantial budget, and the construction of school infrastructure adapted to the needs of learners, including children with multiple needs, due to the physical, mental, or structural disabilities. Let us make the right to education a universal reality, not a distant ideal. Thank you for your kind attention. Je vous remercie.
Dear guests, now I kindly invite Professor Dr. Hasan Kılıç, Rector of Eastern Mediterranean University, to the stage.
Distinguished Ombudsman, distinguished Chairperson of the Higher Education Planning, Evaluation, Accreditation and the Coordination Council, respected Famagusta Consul General, respected Undersecretary of the Embassy of the Republic of Turkey, esteemed Representative Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, and the Organization of the Cooperation and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, distinguished academics, dear guests, and dear students. On behalf of the Eastern Mediterranean University, I extend my warmest greetings to all of you. It's a great honor and privilege to be here with you today at the opening ceremony of the International Conference on the Right to Education hosted by our Faculty of Law. This meaningful event is being realized with the framework of the Turkish chairmanship of the 51st session of the Council of the Foreign Minister of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC, with the valuable participation of the Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission of the OIC, and the esteemed support of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus and the Embassy of the Republic of Turkey in Lefkoşa. On this occasion, I would like to express my sincere gratitude on behalf of the Eastern Mediterranean University to all institutions and the stakeholders who have contributed to the organization of this conference. Distinguished participants, distinguished guests, the right to education as one of the cornerstones of the human rights system is not only essential for individual development, but also a key driver of social progress. As clearly stated in Article 26 of the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights, everyone has a right to education. This right not only enables the full and the free development of the human personality, but also serves to strengthen respect for human rights and the fundamental freedoms. Education is one of the most powerful tools that empowers individuals, promotes equal opportunities, enables social justice, peace, and sustainable development. In this respect, the right to education forms the foundation for the effective exercise of all other rights. Depriving an individual of education often makes it difficult, if not possible, for them to fully enjoy their other fundamental rights. The conference we are holding today aims not only to address the right to education from a legal perspective, but also to examine it comprehensively through its social, cultural, economic, and pedagogical dimensions. Bringing together experts from different disciplines will significantly contribute to a deeper understanding of the multi-layered nature of these rights and to the development of solution-oriented approaches. Following the opening remarks, we will have the opportunity to listen to distinguished experts who will share their valuable knowledge and experience. Contribution from various disciplines will enrich our discussions and provide a multidimensional perspective on the right to education. Distinguished guests, at Eastern Mediterranean University, we regard education and merely as the transmission of knowledge, but as a fundamental human right that supports the holistic development of individuals in intellectual, ethical, and social terms. Since its establishment, our university has embraced an inclusive and accessible approach to education based on equality of opportunity. Our multicultural structure, which brings together students from different countries, reflects the university of the right to education in a tangible way. Ensuring that every student has equal access to high-quality education is among our top priorities. In this regard, we place great importance on continuously improving academic quality, strengthening equal opportunity in education, and expanding international collaborations. Furthermore, guided by a strong sense of the social responsibility, our university is committed to promoting the right to education not only within its own boundaries, but also within a broader societal context. Our initiatives supporting women's access to education, empowering disadvantaged groups, and promoting lifelong learning opportunities stand as concrete examples of the commitment. Distinguished guests, as we speak about the right to education today, we are in fact discussing not merely a legal principle, but one of the most powerful transformative forces shaping the future of humanity. In an era where digitalization is accelerating and artificial intelligence is permeating every aspect of life, the right to education is no longer only a matter of access. It is also a matter of providing content that is qualified, inclusive, and capable of preparing individuals for the future. As universities, our responsibility is not only to produce knowledge, but also to build a fair, accessible, and sustainable education ecosystems. This responsibility elevates us beyond being mere academic institutions and positions us as leading actors of societal transformation. Distinguished participants, dear students, unfortunately, we must also acknowledge that in many parts of the world, this fundamental right is under various threats. Wars, conflicts, and deepening geopolitical tensions are preventing millions of children and young people from accessing their rights to education. The humanitarian tragedy unfolding in Gaza in particular starkly demonstrates how fragile the right to education can become. In such crises, where schools are destroyed, educational infrastructure is damaged, and student lives are severely disrupted, it becomes clear that protecting the right to education is not only a national responsibility, but also a global one. Therefore, defending the rights to education means defending peace, human dignity, and our shared future. The right to education still faces various inequalities and challenges in today's world. Therefore, international platforms such as the conference are of great importance. I firmly believe that the conference will produce valuable outcomes by fostering discussions on shared challenges, exchanging best practice, and developing effective solutions. I sincerely hope that the discussions held throughout this conference will contribute to the more effective protection, advancement, and promotion of the right to education. In closing, I would like to once again thank everyone who has contributed to the organizational important event, and I am confident that with your valuable contributions, our conference will be highly productive and successful. Thank you all for your participation. I extend my highest regards to you. Thank you.
Dear guests, finally, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Aykut Hocanan, Chairperson of the Higher Education, Planning, Evaluation, Accreditation and Coordination Council.
Thank you. It's always great to be back in this university where I have been a proud member for more than 24 years. So, and I would like to thank the Faculty of Law Dean Arzu Ali Baba for inviting me to this conference. The right to education, especially for people from Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, this context is very, very important, and hopefully today we'll discuss these problems, topics, and come up with certain solutions. The higher education area in Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is something to be admired. We have 23 universities currently active, more than 100,000 students, 35% of which are international, and the rights of the students, the graduates, the faculty members, the universities, they are all under attack by developments, as the rector said, regarding the current affairs, as well as the instability in the political recognition of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. So it is a very current and a very vital context to discuss the rights of the students and the graduates, especially after they graduate from these great universities that we have in Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. So hopefully, once in the sessions, we'll have a chance to get legal framework as well as input from the constituents regarding the future solutions. So thank you very much for inviting me, and also I would like to thank the contributors, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Embassy of the Turkish Republic, the OIC, Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and all the representatives, and in the name of the rector, the Eastern Mediterranean University, the Faculty of Law, for organizing such an important conference. Thank you.
Dear guests, we're going to give a short break, then we're going to continue with the inaugural session.